Before starting the video, I sincerely invite you to become an integral part of our community by subscribing to our channel. If the content resonates with the chords of your being, a simple gesture like hitting the like button or expressing your thoughts through comments will be highly appreciated.
Hello, dear friend. Maybe you're not satisfied with the current situation you're in. And perhaps the voice in your head is saying, you have these talents, this power, and those dreams. But when it comes time to take action, something holds you back, and you can't move forward. But dear friend, there's something you mustn't forget. You may have legendary power, incredible talents, or be very intelligent. But if you don't use them, you won't be any different from someone who doesn't have them, and you'll never be satisfied with your lifestyle. So in this video, I want to talk about how to use these talents, how to take action, and how to stay motivated. If you want to start moving forward, you have to stop feeling sorry for yourself. Many people want to start moving forward, but they say, but. This word sets everything aside, and then you start finding excuses like, but I can't do this, but I can't do that, but I don't have time for this. And then you start feeling numb, and this numbness doesn't end. Inside us, there's something like a box where our excuses come from, and there are thousands of excuses in there. Especially when there are people around you who believe in excuses, your mistakes hinder you from taking action, and you can't even start. For a while, you hide behind these excuses and lies, feel sorry for yourself, and somehow think you can't succeed. But if this situation continues for a long time, you'll still find yourself in a pitiable state. First, stand in front of the mirror and think, are you really telling yourself the truth or lying? Or are you numbing yourself? If you've been numbing yourself with excuses for a long time, the bad situation you're in is the result of a decision you made. It's not fate. So, dear friend, please stop feeling sorry for yourself. When you start taking action, you may have biases or expectations. You might think everything will be very easy, everything will be beautiful and smooth. But who told you everything would be easy? In the face of life's challenges, the struggles you encounter are not that easy. Usually, the struggles we face when trying to achieve our dreams are sometimes easy, sometimes hard. But sometimes some people can't overcome these struggles. You should pay attention to that. When faced with a struggle, you should frequently remind yourself, who said it would be easy? Who was able to easily achieve success? When you say these things to yourself, what's difficult for resistant people becomes easy, and they move forward on this curve. As a result, these difficult struggles start to become easy for you, and as you face them, you eventually become a person prepared for difficult situations. So don't give up when faced with a difficult situation. You're lying in bed in the morning. The alarm starts ringing. You pick up your phone and hit the snooze button, just 5 more minutes, and you hit snooze repeatedly for 5 more minutes. In real life, you spend your life hitting the snooze button for weeks and months by 5 more minutes. And then you find yourself living your life without living it, unable to reach your goals. If you're someone who constantly procrastinates, you probably say, I can do it tomorrow, or I can do it later. If you need to spend 5 units of energy to start working on the things you're procrastinating on right now, you need to critically spend even more effort to do that. Because energy levels and procrastination time increase in direct proportion. If you can do things with 5 units of energy today, tomorrow it will be 6 units of energy. A month later, it will be 15 units of energy, so you can't do the things you're procrastinating on. And right now, there are things you need to do, and they must be done. And a monster of procrastination forms inside you. But in any case, stop procrastinating, and please, start anyway. When a person is in a good mood and motivated, they make the right decisions and chart the right path for themselves. However, generally, implementing our decisions doesn't happen overnight. It really takes a long time. However, when we think about this long time frame, our motivation can fluctuate. At these times, many thoughts and ideas come to mind. Should I have done it this way? We should pay attention to ourselves first because we have many toxic thoughts about the decisions we make. However, if we take these thoughts too seriously, we can't implement our decisions. There are also other voices besides the voices in our heads. You make a decision, you want to take action, but everyone starts talking. Some people support you, while others say, "Are you really dealing with them? You can't do that, give up." So what happens when you listen to them? You made many decisions while preparing to take action, but because you listen to them, you can't achieve anything by succumbing to the toxic thoughts in your head. So, you must stay true to the decision you made initially. There will be voices everywhere from time to time. People will talk, don't care about them, and keep moving forward. While discussing this topic, maybe we don't have the same conditions. I don't have good parents, my appearance isn't good. I don't have a wealthy financial situation, you may say. You're absolutely right, not everyone has the same conditions. But of course, I wish you had good parents. It would be great if the people around you supported you and made your life easier. But what you have right now is what you have. And if you fight for things you can't change at the beginning of your journey, you'll lose both your past and your future. Because you'll always lose the fight for things you can't change. And every time you lose, you become more ambitious. Now think about it, are there any great battles in your life? You shouldn't care about them and fight for the things you can change for your future. There's one more thing I want to tell you. Don't just dedicate your life to one goal and one person. If you only dedicate your life to one goal, do you know what will happen after you achieve it? You'll feel very empty. Of course, life has many opportunities to meet your expectations. But if you only focus on one thing, rest assured, you'll get it. But then you'll limit yourself to just one thing. So instead of choosing only one goal in your life, you can choose a more intrinsic and general goal. For example, being useful, being happy, being peaceful, or something else. Another thing, don't be dependent on one person. Sometimes, we feel a lack of love and can attach ourselves to someone we think is good for us. We put them at the center of our lives. Eric Fromm says, our feelings of excessive love and attachment to these people are a result of the love deficiency we feel inside us. So please don't dedicate your life to one person. Make friends and don't lose your interaction with your family. Have colleagues. Be social with yourself. If you're dependent on one person, they'll limit you and prevent you from realizing your potential. Life offers opportunities to everyone, but most of the time, we have wrong expectations about them. We often think that opportunities are always great and safe, but opportunity also means risk. If you're an anxious person, if you're afraid of taking responsibility, you'll hesitate when opportunities arise. And when an opportunity presents itself, no, I can't handle this, you'll withdraw by saying, I can't do this. Then you'll assume, I'm just not lucky. I've never had any big opportunities. However, there's not much difference between what we perceive as risks and opportunities. Please, don't be afraid to take responsibility. Don't be afraid to take action. If you take responsibility and take a step forward, these risks can turn into the greatest opportunities of your life. And then you'll say to yourself, I'm glad I did that. If I hadn't taken some risks. If you don't know yourself, don't trust yourself, and somehow feel inadequate, you won't define yourself as you. You won't evaluate yourself as you. You'll see yourself through the eyes of others. In other words, they have a broken mirror. And this mirror makes you look uglier, worse than normal. But because you don't believe in yourself, you see yourself through their broken mirrors, and you start to see yourself as they see you. But everyone looks at life from their own window. Everyone sees you from the world where they are at the center. Don't let others define you. When defining yourself, while others try to define you, value yourself. If you don't value yourself, they'll continue to find you inadequate. And if you believe what they say, you'll feel even more inadequate. If you continue to feel inadequate for others, they'll see you even worse. And it will turn into a vicious cycle. Every effort you make may not lead you to success. Even if you start a journey with inadequate motivation, don't give up on life. Some of our efforts will fail in any case, and this is really normal. If you learn from your mistakes, you'll build your future. But if you withdraw at your first mistake, you'll only have one attempt and one failure. Look around you, successful people have experienced many failures in their pasts, but they didn't give up. Dear friend, I have one more thing to say, don't wait to be motivated. Start your journey with what you have right now, no matter what. Start moving with what you have. If you hesitate, undecided, saying things like, "But first I need to do this, but I also need to do that," you won't be able to start. Unfortunately, life doesn't allow us to wait for very long. Please, start your journey with what you have right now. Rest assured, you'll see the difference. Thank you for listening to me. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe. Take care of yourself. See you later.